It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Arizona Diamondbacks. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Ready to go? Here's a big power threat. Kyle Schwarber. Kicks and deals. Good eye right there.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That's a laser base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Swings and misses. 1 and 2. Here comes a pitch. And it's even up. Runner at first with no outs here. Still 2 and 2 after the foul ball. That's a little bit low. And he walked him.
Well, now he's got 2 runners on after that walk, and things can get out of hand in a hurry in these situations, so he's going to have to find a way to get back into the strike zone.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Ripped to third and caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
1-1 now. Outside.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. Ground ball to the right side. And that's a fair ball. 1 run's in. Now the second run is in. And they take a 2-run lead.
Oh, that's a big at bat coming through in the clutch to drive in a pair. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that. Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching, but you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
And another ball.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
So here we go again with the walks. It's been a real struggle finding the zone for him in the past. Now, even if they get out of this jam, these walks add pressure and stress to the entire team.
Got him looking for the K. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone. And now it's Alec Bohm. The 2-1. And that's in for a strike. The 2-2.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
2 on, 2 outs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two outs. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Harper, the lead runner at second. Real Muto on at first with 2 down. Down the right field line and a base hit. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and it's 4-0.
Well, he really had to battle for that one. Man, that was so fun to watch. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
That clips a corner.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Pitch misses. It's 2-2. So 40 pitches already, still just in the first inning. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Kelly makes the catch, inning over. Bottom of the first. Now it's the right fielder, Pavin Smith.
The right fielder.
2021 was Wheeler's year, an all-star as we mentioned, but he also led the National League in innings, in strikeouts, and as well in WAR. 2-1 now. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
The wind of the pitch. On the ground. And it finds its way through for a hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And 1-2. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Over to stop for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. This is Corbin Carroll. Left-hand batter waits. Swings through that.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn 2, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get 2 and end up with nothing.
Over to stop for 1. And it's a double play to end the inning. All set for the start of the inning. And now here's the speed threat. Outfielder Brandon Marsh. Out into left center for a line drive base hit.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. He led off the game with a single and then came around to score. Here's a 1-1. Foul ball there. Now remember, Kyle Schwarber grew up in Ohio, and so he got a chance to watch a lot of really good Cincinnati Reds teams. His favorite players growing up were Barry Larkin and Ken Griffey Jr. Singy, he wasn't real sharp in the first, got hit around, but really more so, didn't throw a ton of strikes.
Well, he's just got to find a way to settle down. He was clearly fighting himself out there, not really finding the strike zone, walking batters. So we'll see if he can get back on track and fill up the zone a little bit more.
Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Bounce to the left side. And it gets by him.
The bat, number 7.
Trey Turner at the plate. He walked and came around to score his first time up.
He's going.
Double steal. Cut on and miss. Throw to third. Safe. Double steal. Marsh at third. Schwarber stands at second. No outs. And that one is lifted in the air. McCarthy trying to get there. Snags it on the run. Both runners tagging from second and third. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score, and the lead is up to 5. Trey Jamison comes on now.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Tapped softly on the ground. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Here's Harper now. Doubled his first time up. Here's Harper. The count 2-1.
Nope.
The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Checks over to first, back safely. And the righty deals. Harper runs. Lifted in the air out to left. And that is that. Back here at the ballpark, and now it's Christian Walker.
The first
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
And the batter now, Emmanuel Rivera. Next offering upstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he deals. That misses. 3-2 now.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
The punch out there, and there's 2 down. Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And a 1-1. And there's a strike. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. New inning getting started, and stepping in is the speedy Bryson Stott. Ball to strike. And that one is inside.
Well, these Phillies really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook. I mean, when you're chasing the opposing starter in the first inning or two, that's just such a tone setter for the game, and it puts the other team back on their heels, and it instills a lot of confidence in your lineup from top to bottom.
1 up, 1 down.
Now batting. Third baseman, Alex.
1 down, base is empty. That's in there. And the count is even, 2-2. High fly ball out to center field. And makes the grab. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And digging in for Philadelphia, Cody Clemens. 0 for 1, popped out foul to the catcher his first time up. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Welcome back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Nick Ahmed here to hit.
Nick Ahmed.
The wind of the pitch. There's the strike.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Tries to hold up, appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Patrick Johnson with the call there. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Next pitch just misses. 2-2. And a good eye there.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
Fly ball to right. Harper makes a nice grab at a full sprint. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Swing and a miss. And that is strike two.
Well, baseball is coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all four corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back here in the desert, digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Brandon Marsh.
Number 16, Brandon Marsh.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2 strikes.
And that's too high. And that one hit 97 on the gun. And here's the Phillies leadoff man, Kyle Schwarber. What a year 2022 was for Kyle Schwarber. He won the Silver Slugger, led the National League with 46 home runs. The only guy in the majors that hit more home runs than him singing was Aaron Judge. Next pitch misses. The count now 2-2.
Yeah, and that mechanics adjustment that he made in 2021 with the Nationals, as we saw it start to pay off then, really took flight in 2022 with the Phillies. And every time he swung the bat, it seemed like there was going to be good contact in the strike zone. One of those bats that just seems like it's in the zone for a long time.
And now 2 balls and a strike. Started to go at the 2-1. Appeal down to first. Didn't go. Turner awaiting a 3-1. And that's ball 4.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk.
So 2 down. Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. Now move to first. Turner gets back easily. Turner, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And that one is lifted in the air. It gets down, a base hit. Turner around third. Now a relay to the plate. He beats it safe. And they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Well done. Drives in the run. He obviously put a very nice swing on that pitch and really drove it towards the gap. But I'm pretty surprised he only ended up on first right there. And it's kind of hard to say if there was some hesitation or if they just decided to play it safe.
At the belt and fires. On a line, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Now batting, catcher, JT.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. He's 0 for 1. And a pitch. Swing and a miss as he was
One
late.
ball, 2 strikes.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Swing and a ground ball out to short. And that will end the inning. And welcome back. Bottom of the inning. And now the right fielder, Pavin Smith.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
That
Nope,
misses.
that's the ball.
2-2.
It's a good take.
The
What do you
2-2 gets a check swing. Now an appeal to third. Did not go. And a pitch. To the right side. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Here's a 1-1.
Nope. That's
Oh, he
inside.
never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Gurriel gets a piece. Two now. Got him swinging. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's a speed threat, Corbin Carroll. He hit into a double play his first time up. The 1-1 is fouled off. The wind and the pitch. Swings and misses. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. Back here at Chase Field, this is Bryson Stott.
The second baseman, Bryson Stott.
The 3-1. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Right-handed reliever. Got him. Now 1 away. Man at first, Cody Clemens stands in for the Phillies.
Cody Clemens.
Move to first. Stop. Back easily. Stop at first. 1 gone. And a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next one misses. 2-2. And now it's filled up.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. McCarthy hauls it in, 2 away. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
Number 16.
We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Out towards right center field. McCarthy trying to get there. Nice grab on the run. And that'll do it. Back here at the ballpark, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Christian Walker. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a little roller right side. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. So up next, Emmanuel Rivera went down on strikes his first time through. And down on strikes. Snap throw. Now up next for Arizona, Jake McCarthy. His first at bat was a strikeout. Here's a 1-1. Swings through that one for strike two.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
And now the count is even. Got him looking for the strikeout. Fastball at the letters froze him for strike 3. Kyle Nelson on to pitch out of the pen here.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
So the batting order turns over. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Kyle Schwarber. The Y to kick the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Trey Turner now. That one ripped left field. That's back. And forget it. Trey Turner goes deep. It's his 8th home run of the year. It's 8-0. One down. Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. 1 for 3.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Comes a 2-2. Swings and misses. Snap throw. Bryce Harper to the plate. The 2-1. And strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th. And now the DH, Nick Ahmed.
Designated hitter, Nick Ahmed.
The 1-1. And fouled off.
You know, these D-backs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Line drive, base hit.
That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Now Carson Kelly. He goes down looking. Now it's the second baseman, Geraldo Perdomo. 0 for 1 so far.
That's a ball.
Ahmed over at first with 1 away. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Lined, and that's a base hit. Ahmed rounds second on his way to third. Across is the runner from first, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up.
Everything came together for him. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field, so that definitely felt good.
And now Pavin Smith.
2 strikes.
Runner leads away at second. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The pitch. Line drive, that's a base hit out into left center field, and that's going to roll to the wall. Runner from second crosses the plate, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
And down on strikes goes Gurriel. That's out number 2. Corbin Carroll stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That one misses. Ball 2. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And he's down on strikes for the second time today. Back here in the desert, JT Realmuto steps in. Lined, and that's a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Not in time. It's a double.
The batter, the second baseman, Bryson.
Here's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. And a pitch. And there's a foul ball.
You know, these Phils, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Just look at how the ball's coming off their bats, and tell me it's fun playing defense at this level. They've got 7 hits at 90+ miles per hour exit velocity, so you got to look alive out there.
Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Struck him out looking. And now for the Phillies, Cody Clemens.
Cody.
Runner at second, 2 down. That misses, and the count is 2-2. Lifted in the air, right center field. Perdomo sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that ends the inning.
7th inning, Stretch.
Sir Anthony Dominguez is checked into the game.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
58, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
And now the first baseman, Christian Walker.
The first baseman, Christian Walker.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Swinging a foul straight back. 2013 in the playoffs. You caught one as the Red Sox played the Rays in the division series.
I sacrificed a bracelet. It was my wrist and my hand.
Struck him out swinging. Slider got him for strike 3. Now the third baseman, Emmanuel Rivera. On the ground, right side. Stott over to first in time. 2 up, 2 down.
The batter.
2 outs, base is empty. Jake McCarthy will hit next. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And here it comes. He swings and fouls one off.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Ball 2.
Next offering misses. And that's ball 2. Now one missed. Three, 2 now. This to center field. Marsh puts the squeeze on that one, and that is that. Andrew Chafin enters the game.
Well, he's got electric stuff coming out of the pen. His strikeout rate, though, is through the roof so far this season.
Chafin.
Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies.
The center fielder.
Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Next offering is in for a strike. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Kyle Schwarber. The 1-1. Swinging a foul straight back. The next offering misses, and that's ball 2. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Back there. And it's gone. A towering shot to right. And they add on. It's 9-2. 1 out, base is empty. Here's Turner now. He's already homered here in this one. The 1-1. Good eye right there. And the pitch.
Hey! 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And now the count filled up 3-2. Tapped on the ground softly to short. Fires to first on the run. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. The 1-1. Ground ball left side, could be 2. To second, there's 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And here is Nick Ahmed.
The designated hitter, Nick Ahmed.
The pitch.
Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That's got a chance. Gone! 3rd home run of the season, and they close the gap. It's 9-3. Here's the catcher to hit, Carson Kelly. Ball to strike, and he takes a strike. The pitch. Check swing. Now to look down to first. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Geraldo Perdomo. 1 for 2. And a 1-1. Foul ball. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. The high heat too much on that one. Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Right-hander kicks, deals, and it's fouled away.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And the right-hander deals, spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
That's inside. On the ground, right side. Stop. Throws to first. That ends the frame. Back here at Chase Field, we go to the 9th, and now here is Harper. And now the lefty gets the outside corner with that one. Here comes a pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And now it is JT Realmuto, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. On the ground, right side. The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. A strikeout and a walk. That one ripped. And a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm. And there's a ball. Now snap throw to first. Stop. Back in standing. The 3-1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner into scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. McCarthy puts it away, and that is that. Bottom 9, and now Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
The shortstop, Lourdes Gurriel.
1-2 now. And now 2-2. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Harper has a beat on it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. So digging in, Corbin Carroll.
Corbin Carroll.
That one just misses. Ball 3. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Here comes a 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Kicks and deals. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And it goes just foul.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Three-two. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Three and two now. Hit hard on the ground to short. Now only one out remaining. And here is Christian Walker. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.